Hello everybody, John here, and today you join us for another Secrets of the XK8 as we delve beneath the header panel. And I'm English, so I don't mean the manifolds, I mean the header panel. If you're into XK8s, XKRs, may I say right at the beginning, it'd be great if you would subscribe to the channel. Subscription doesn't mean you're paying anything or committing to anything. It just adds it to the favourites on your YouTube left-hand panel if you're looking on a PC. And that helps me a great deal in terms of trying to grow and promote this as a channel. If you click the little bell icon, then you'll get a notification every time we put out a new video and you won't miss out on any of the latest XK8, XKR, X100 news, secrets, repairs, etc. Okay, let's look at the secrets that the Jag holds in this header rail area. Firstly, just look at how complicated this rubber seal is. This is all one piece. There's a screw just in there, which actually holds it into place on the top of the windscreen. That's a hole we took the pin out of that holds it to the trim piece. And here is a channel for water to run down as a gutter, because we have this beautiful pillarless coupe gutter, whilst the glass pushes against it and goes underneath this trim piece. My car's not had a new windscreen, so we can say that this is original. Yes, very early car, some prototyping going on still, but yeah, even the shapes of the seals weren't perfect because they're still using silicone as a packer. Everything looks in beautiful condition under here, suggesting there's been no water leaks, which is great. As we move along, we can see the mechanism that lifts this catch, this claw that pulls your roof down into the locked position, and at the ends of the windscreen you have this pin that pops out and locks it into position. So after the claw has pulled it down, these pins shoot out and go through a little loop in your hood. I'll go over to the hood. There it is. So this goes into that socket, there's a hole through it, and a pin goes through the middle, making sure that it can never lift. Here's our latching mechanism itself. I'm just going to pop around the other side of the car to improve the light. That's a little better. Yeah, so this is the claw that pulls the loop on the front of the hood, which is a U shape, down into this socket. Over there is the, I believe it's an 8mm Allen bolt head that you uncover by pulling out a little plastic cork in the trim panel. And if you put an Allen key in that, that enables you to manually operate this latch and the two pins at either end to release the hood. There's wiring here going through this little gap, which is part of the system that just detects whether or not the hood is down and fully latched. And we can see there's a micro switch just here. This block is the hydraulic union, and we can see 1, 2 hydraulic lines going into it. Those hydraulic lines force the latch to open and close, and that is the source of the green shower. And this is a problem that affects older convertibles that are used in hot climates particularly, where these unions is actually the connection between the metal part and the rubber or PTFE part of the hose that fails, and it dumps hydraulic oil as you try and open the hood into this shaped channel, and it appears that you have oil coming from your interior lights. If you need to replace these hoses, it's quite a game, because the hoses themselves run through the pillars of the car, down along the sills, under the seats, into the boot. You have to basically do a bit of an interior retrim to get them out. It's not physically difficult, it's just very time consuming. Or get the car to a good pipe manufacturer, hydraulic pipe company, and you should be able to remove all this metal work and get enough access to the pipe to remake the ends. Now looking up inside my car, I have a very basic early XK8, so I don't have a lot of electronics up here. Most of what you can see is actually aftermarket, but of the period, i.e. 1996, additions for this so-called sat-nav system. You really wouldn't recognise it as such these days. These are the vanity mirror light terminals, and these are connected with the hood operation. Here's our hydraulic hoses, and they go behind that trim panel. My interior light actually clips into this and these two, which is why it's a good idea to pull it from the front, because the one will let go, and this is all metal. This is plastic, so you want to try and detach these first, and if you're pulling this at a funny angle, you won't do any damage. It's quite interesting to note that on this hydraulic unit, this is the piston essentially that the two hydraulic hoses go into. They even had to shave the corner off in order to get enough clearance for the interior trim, to push up nice and neat. So yeah, smacks of development on the go. Well, you might enjoy seeing the hood mechanism work. Just for reference, here is where you'd put your Allen key to manually operate the roof latching mechanism. So this pivoting is what you might cause manually as well. I'm just going to operate this using the door lock. If you've enjoyed looking what's underneath that panel and how it all works, and you've got an interest in XK8s, XKRs, X100s, you're going to want to press subscribe and click the little bell notification icon so that you get notified every time we put out a new video about secrets of the XK8. Give us a thumbs up, share, comment. Love to hear from you. Bye.